Hello everyone and welcome. I'm going to do hopefully a short video on how to fly the Tiger. So I've resed my Tiger here, and my first step is just I sit in it and then I go right to mouse look. At this point I can adjust my seat, but before I do that I'm going to turn weapons on. Just say lights on. I have to detach the tag so that I don't get booted. Okay, and then this is important. You type SA, that brings up this menu. If you hold down your Alt key, you can adjust the menu while in mouse look, which is nice. And what you want to do is adjust it so that this red reticle will line up with your gun. So for my avatar, that's usually 10 up and 1 down. So perfect, lines up with the gun. So that's what you want to do. You type SA, and that brings this menu up. So I can turn weapons off if I want now, and we'll start the engine. So if the helicopter has a tendency to kind of rise up a little bit, you can type park, which will stick it to the ground. Once the helicopter is started up, you can either type free, which will unstick it to the ground, or you don't even have to, you can just collective up. So I'm mostly flying in mouse look. Now if you don't fly in mouse look, the controls are the same. It's page up and page down, or E and C for up and down, and then forward and back. Adjust the cyclic, and then left and right, of course, will make you turn. So if you have no thrust at all, that's cyclic in the middle, then you're going to turn in a circle, like that. But mouse look is better because it's a lot more like flying a real helicopter. Now I'm going to turn weapons on again. We've got 3 different weapons. The trigger, which is just your mouse button, is an LMG machine gun. The R key is rockets, which they do not have a guidance system, so you have to kind of aim them. They will fall. They're designed for ground use, and you can fire up to 9 of these. So I kind of fired a little high there. You have to see where they land. So why do my rockets come out so quickly? Well, that's a good question. And the answer is that I'm using gestures, which I'll explain in just a minute. Also, if you type B, missiles. Again, I'm using gestures. So, how do you use gestures? Well, it's easy. I'll just go to my inventory here. If I go to my inventory and I look for gestures, you see I've got one for rocket. And what it is we replace with R, right? The shortcut key is F4, so whenever I touch F4, this is what happens. It says chat R. Now you don't actually need this replace with, because since the trigger thing is empty, the replace with won't do anything. So this is not necessary, but it is necessary to put the chat that you want in here, so that's R, and then you want a key, so I'm using F4. And that means every time that I press F4, it fires rockets. So, same thing with the bomb gesture, which is this one, F12, chat to say B. It's just a single lowercase b and F12. That's all you need. The other one we didn't need to replace with. All we needed was the chat to say and the key. So this way I can just F12 and out come the rockets. Or missiles, I mean. So let's go and try to fight something that normally would be very difficult to fight against. Let's see if we can fight a ship. So usually this is impossible, you just die, but let's see what happens. Sometimes if you're a little crafty and you kind of back off a little bit, you can kill one of these ships before they get you. Now they've got a lot more armament than you have if you're in a helicopter. It's not like going up against a tank. So first we're just going to let them have the gun. Get in here, let's see if we can we're taking some hits. But these guys really got to work on be able to take out one of these ships. Alright, we're down to 129 HP. So you see I'm trying to evade. Every time he comes after me with his light machine gun, I want to try to get out of the way. The whole idea is to try to get out of the way of his fire. destroying them. So that was pretty tough getting the ship, but we did get him and I'm still barely alive. Okay, so I don't know about that, but it is possible to kill a ship with a bit more copper. Let's see how much health we have left. 16. Anyway, thanks for joining.